Hello, and I'm going to be talking about the Burning Abyss with you guys today. This is the cheapest way and the easiest way to set up your Burning Abyss without Dante. A good friend of mine gave me a bunch of the Burning Abyss. I used a bunch of structure decks and wasn't very good. I wanted to go to some tournaments, but I didn't have a good enough deck. So he gave me a few of these, Burning Abyss cards, and I decided to, kind of create my own deck. This has got no Dante, only Virgil. Virgil is really good. I used two of these, so I went to my first tournament last week and went to the finals with this deck. So I thought this was a really good setup, probably the best setup with no Dante. So I'm just gonna show you what I kind of did. I mean, you could easily add Dante, but if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. So you just want to do it the cheapest way. I did three graph, three Sir, three Scarm, two Rubric. These are tuners for Virgil. I'm possibly going to go up to three Rubrics because I'm going to do a third Virgil. Two Alich, two Colacub, um, two Malakota. Now I'm going to talk about Malakota just for a sec. A lot of people say Malakota is not very good. I feel that they're very good. Their effect is you discard one Burning Abyss monster to the graveyard, target one monster your opponent controls on either player's turn. That target will lose the attack and defense of what monster you sent to the graveyard. And so that was really good. And also on top of that, you got the Burning Abyss effect. And what Burning Abyss does is when it hits the graveyard, their effect goes off and allows you to do whatever the effect does. So that was really good. Also, when Malakota is sent to from the field to the graveyard, it can target one card on the field and send it to the graveyard. So I felt that was really good. A lot of people say 1 to 0 Malakota in the deck. I say 1 to 2 Malakotas in your deck. They're a very good card. This is something that helped me a lot in the tournament, and it was really good. It makes some really good plays. Then on top of that, I did Jin, the Releaser of Souls. I mean, Releaser of Rituals. My bad on that. When he's in the graveyard, you banish him when you have Malakota on the field, and it gen locks him, which means they can't special summon while you got Malakota on the field. So that was really good. I really liked that a lot. Then I did one Lubick. Possibly going to be cutting Lubick because I really don't use his effect all that much. But he's fine for now, so one Lubick. One Farfa. Farfo is really good in my opinion, so I'm probably going to go to 2 or 3 of the Farfas. But other than that, that's all I had for Farfa, so one for now. Still did really good in the tournament. Then I did, on my spells, sorry, 3 Offering of the Doomed. I had these just laying around. They're really good. A lot of people say that I should have done Soul Taker instead of Offering to the Doomed, but I really don't like giving my opponent life points, and so I chose that. This was just laying around my house too. They're only 40 cents, so I definitely did that. That just skips your draw phase, and it also has the quick effect, so that's really cool when it's on your opponent's turn. If you don't like that monster, you just flip effect, or not flip effect, you quick effect it and destroys that monster, and you just skip your draw phase. So I thought that was really good. I did 3 Foolish Burials. I felt this was really good for Burning Abyss. I almost feel like it was made for the Burning Abyss. You send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard, and one monster card, or is it? Yeah, 1 monster card from your deck to your graveyard, and you choose one of your Burning Abyss, obviously, and when it hits the graveyard, your Burning Abyss effect goes into play. So that was really, really good in my opinion. I feel like that's only made for Burning Abyss. I don't know what other deck would use that, but that's what I used, and it was really good, and it really helps a lot. Um, the Good and Evil. This is your ritual summon for Malakota. Really good. It's also got another effect once it's been sent to the graveyard. When it comes back to your turn again, you can banish this card. Um, Banish one from your one Burning Abyss monster from your graveyard and one Burning Abyss from your hand, and you can search your deck for another Burning Abyss card. And it could also, if you wanted to, you could also do another Good and Evil. So that's a really good effect. I'm possibly going to be going up to 3 of the Good and Evils, but for now 2. Um, I did the Gates of the Dark World. The Gates of the Dark World, I know, goes with Dark World deck, but it works for all fiends. Um, this really helps you in a lot of ways because you can banish one fiend monster from your deck, or from your graveyard to your banished, and discard one fiend card from your hand to the graveyard, and that gets you an effect from your Burning Abyss monsters, and then allows you to draw one card. So that was really good in my opinion. That's something you need in a Burning Abyss. So with both Good and Evil and the Gates of the Dark World, I did one burial from a different dimension, so you can bring your monsters from the banished to your graveyard. You target up to 3 banished and put it back into your graveyard. And if all 3 of those Burning Abyss monsters, or if they're sent to the graveyard, their effects go off, and it'll go off with this too. So that's really good. I possibly could be going up to 2, but 1 is good for right now. So you definitely need this if you're using any of that stuff. I did 1 Smashing Ground, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Pot of Duality, fulfillment of the contract. This is for Malakota. I had this one laid around. I never used rituals until the Burning Abyss. I didn't know what a ritual was until the Burning Abyss too. This allows you to pay 800 life points and bring back a ritual monster, and you attach this to them just like a Call of the Haunted. So this was really good. I played one of those, and then I did a Book of Moon. And then I did Solidarity. Solidarity, a lot of people are really confused about what it does. I actually looked it up because it reads really cool. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to look it up because a lot of people will say you can't use it for certain things. What you use it for is you target one fiend monster in your graveyard, and then all your fiend monsters become 800 more powerful, for its attack. Um, the only thing is if you have Virgil go to the graveyard, this effect goes off. So you want to try to keep Virgil from going to the graveyard as much as possible. But if it does, you can somehow get it back, and the effect will come back into play. So that's all I did for that. Then, sorry, my camera's going down. I did traps. A lot of people really question traps in the Burning Abyss, and I totally understand because Burning Abyss's effect is if you have no control of spell or trap cards on the field, um, you can special summon as many times as you need to. If you're controlling them, this effect goes off. But I feel that you always need traps. A lot of people play trapless with a lot of decks, and I learned how to play with using traps as your good defense. So I did. I can't remember the how to pronounce the first name of this, but it's something armor. Everybody should know what this is. Just destroys your monster. Then I did 2 of the Call of the Haunteds for obvious reasons. Dimensional Prison, Bottomless Trap Hole, magical cylinders, and then I can't really. I'm a bad reader. Um, Everybody should know what this is. It just bounces one monster from the field to the hand. And I'm possibly going to be cutting this because I use Virgil's effect a lot more than I use a lot of this card. So possibly going to be cut. Mirror Force is obviously a really good card. I'd play three, but I only have one. Um, I'm gonna be cutting 2 to 3 cards out of my traps to have the Fire Lake in it because Fire Lake is very good. You can target you tribute 2 of your Burning Abyss monsters and target 3 monsters your opponent controls, and they're destroyed. Um, then let me get to the extra deck. I don't have very many because, like I said, I've just barely started, putting this together. But I did 2 Virgils. Virgils are very good. The one thing I don't like about it that I wish you could do is control more than one. You can only control 1 Virgil, but they're just so good. And I understand why you can't use more than one. You send one Burning Abyss monster or card from your hand to the graveyard. You can target any card on the field or in the graveyard and send it back through the deck. This was a very, very good effect. I use this all the time. I actually make a lot of people mad. It helped me so much in the tournament. It was mind blowing for me. And so I'm gonna be adding a third one um, sometime soon. So this was definitely needed. This is a game changer right here. And if you add 3 like I'm going to do, you probably want to do another rubric. But if you only have 2, just do 2 rubrics, do 2 Virgils. So that's really good. Um, Number 34 was a really good one that I put in. Number 17 I really like too. So that's all I have for a side deck right now. Um, what I wasn't really sure to do. Everybody always said, do Dante, do Dante, do Dante. You can't afford Dante. I mean, if you can, put him in, put him in. But if you can't afford Dante, like I can't, do Virgil's. They're only $13 to $15, depending on where you can find it. Virgil's is very good. If you want XYZs for your deck, do any level 3s. Any level 3 XYZs will work. One thing I'm going to show you guys too is Malakota and then Virgil. One thing about the Burning Abyss that's really kind of hard to use, especially when people push tokens onto your side of the field, you cannot control anything but Burning Abyss monsters. And if you control something that's not a Burning Abyss monster, these are sent to the graveyard. Well, not these. I'm sorry, Burning Abyss monsters. These monsters are not affected by that effect. Only the regular monsters like Farfa or something like that. So it's really good to use those with like your XYZs that are not Burning Abyss. So that was really good in my opinion. Burning Abyss is in some ways kind of hard to use, but very very effective if you can learn how to use them. I don't use a lot of different decks. I use Elemental Heroes in this. These are my 2 top decks. Um, there's a lot you can learn to do with your Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss is a very good deck if you can use it right. Um, I have a side deck, but I'm not. It's not really that big of a deal, and I really don't care to show you guys. But I will show you this. This is something you need to carry around. This is a Soul Absorbent or Absorption. I can't pronounce it. But anytime your opponent uses a spell or you use a spell, you gain 500 life points. I carry this one around just in case somebody uses Necros or Noble Knights. That's what you need to keep alive during those. But if you guys have anything that you think I should add besides Dante, leave a comment below. If you tell me what you guys think about it. Thank you.